This program was previously recorded. Hello, my name is Max Good, and welcome to this week's edition of the Porter County Perspective. Today, my guest is Lisa Pavlopoulos from Hilltop Neighborhood House in Valparaiso. Hello, Lisa, and thank you for being here today.
Well, hello, Max, and thank you for having me.
Lisa, can you tell us a bit more about yourself and what role you play at Hilltop Neighborhood House?
I have been at Hilltop Neighborhood House for 7.5 years now. I am the Director of Finance and Community Development, and soon I will be giving up the role of Director of Finance and working on community development. And we'll talk a little bit more about the very exciting things that we have coming up that will explain why I'm going into that new role.
Awesome. Question number 2, where's the Hilltop Neighborhood House located?
So Hilltop Neighborhood House Childcare Center is located at 460 South College Avenue in Valparaiso. And we have our food pantry, and that is at 606 Union Street in Valparaiso.
Alrighty. Number 3, what brought you to Hilltop Neighborhood House?
The fact that Hilltop is based on community. We are all about the children. The daycare center, we're all about helping our neighbors. With the food pantry, whatever we can do to make people feel that they're loved and valued, it makes it a great place to be and why I want to be there.
Fantastic. All right. So, would you say Hilltop's mission statement, please?
Yes. Hilltop's mission statement is, Hilltop Neighborhood House empowers the community and strengthens families by providing a place to learn, grow, and belong.
Can you explain to the listeners what services Hilltop Neighborhood House offers to the community?
So we have our childcare center and early learning childcare. We have children who are 6 weeks up to the age of kindergarten. Then we have our community garden, which is a children's garden, so it allows children to learn what it is like to grow their own food, and then it gives them the opportunity to do a lot of playing. Any of the food that they do not use, we take over to the food pantry, and that is another service that we have. So we have a food pantry that is open to the community 2 days a week on Mondays and Thursdays.
Awesome. What are the ages of children that can receive services at Hilltop?
So we're one of the only facilities in the area that will take infants. So our infants start at 6 weeks. They have to be at least 6 weeks old, and they can stay there until they go to kindergarten. So that's usually 5. Every now and then we'll get a 6-year-old, but most of them are in kindergarten by the time they are in 5.
All right. Question 7, what separates Hilltop from other early childhood daycare centers? You said that you're one of the only services that takes infants?
One of the very few.
Few.
We're not the only ones, and I don't want anybody to think that, but we because we are one of the few taking infants, the waiting list is usually at least 6 to 9 to even 18 months long. So that's one of the things that make us a little bit different. What truly makes us a lot different is we are a nonprofit agency. And so what that means is we are able to get donations for scholarships. And so at Hilltop, we have full pay families. We have families who are on state assistance, and then we have the in-between families. The in-between families are the families that we can offer a scholarship. Now, in order to get a scholarship, all adults in the household have to be working or going to school. And so sometimes there's just not enough, depending upon what kind of job you have. So we can offer a scholarship up to 50%, and it's based on their income. So what that does is that means they can go to work and know that their child is being loved on, cared for, and learning the skills they need to get them ready for kindergarten. So they don't have to worry about that, so they can focus on their job and getting the things they need to get done to be better parents.
All right. Has Hilltop received any special accolades or certifications?
So Hilltop is nationally accredited, and we are past equality level for childcare. So any accreditations that we can have, we have. We are one of the top-rated childcare centers in the area. And why is that important? So all of our teachers are licensed, or they have their certificates. And so when they are in the classroom, they can see the children. They know what milestones they're supposed to be at and where they're supposed to be. And is this where they're learning? And so it allows them to, touch base with the parents and keep them on track so that if their child needs a little extra help, they know that and they can recognize it right away. Because the sooner you can get help and services to a child, the better off they will be, and the more they will learn from that. So that's why it's really important to be at an accredited facility. So
amazing. All right. So is there anything else you would like to tell listeners about Hilltop's childcare center?
Yeah, there's just so much to tell. The childcare center itself is a great place to be, and one of the things that we do offer there is volunteer opportunities. I know I'm probably jumping the gun here a little bit, but we have 8 infants, and those infants just love to be rocked. So we need people to come in and rock babies. Other volunteer opportunities, you can come in and play with the kids. The children love to have people just play games with them or read to them. And I've had volunteers in the past who will tell me that they don't necessarily like to play games with the 5-year-olds because they cheat. And then, we all laugh because, yes, of course they cheat. But that's okay. But then we also use volunteers. We are able to feed the children breakfast and AM, PM snacks. And so that's a lot of grapes that need to be cut. So we can always use volunteers to come and help cut up grapes. And then we have volunteers that come and sit at the front desk. It's always very important to make sure who's in our building, and that's one of the volunteer opportunities at the front desk is security. You open up buzz the parents in and out and just make sure people who aren't supposed to be there aren't there.
Can you tell us about the food pantry located at Hilltop?
So our food pantry at Hilltop is located at 606 Union Street. It is open 2 days a week. We are open on Mondays from 3 to 6 and on Thursdays from 9 to 11:30. So anybody who shows up, we will feed. But if you're going to continue to come, you have to have a Valparaiso address. We have on our porch, we have a bench, and on that bench, we try to have coats and hats and gloves for cold weather. Every now and then, if we have an excess of food, we will have that out there too, because we know that there are people who can't come or they come during the night. We have cameras, and so we watch them come, and they are able to take anything that they need off the porch. At the front of the building, by the road, we have our little pantry, and we try to fill that pantry up all the time before we leave, and then when we get there, somebody usually stops during the weekend and puts food in there. The interesting part about that is it's hard to keep it stocked because you put food in it, people come during the night and take it. We have a handful of people who live in tents and cars so that they can stop at any point in time and get what they need. We have just a very good flow of people. So whatever we can do to help feed our neighbors.
How many people per month would you estimate receive services from the food pantry?
So we have a mobile food pantry. So that allows us to take bags of food to people who can't come to us. So if it is a month, usually in summer and fall, in the winter we don't take it out. Between the families who actually come to the pantry itself, taking food to the people who come to the porch, we can have over 1,800 people a month that we serve.
That is amazing.
Yeah, what is very interesting and blows my mind, on the month January's statistics, we had new families come to the pantry. People had never been to us. That was 191 people, individuals, and that just, we hear that the economy is getting better and people are doing better. Yeah, but with the cost of food, people are still struggling and they need help. And so for us to be able to have 37 new families in 1 month is very sad, but very exciting because they found us so that they're not going to be hungry. And that's one of the reasons we're there. And it's I want to say it's awesome, but that makes me sound like a horrible person. But they found us, and that's important.
It's good that they found you.
Yes.
It's amazing that they were able to reach out and find that help.
Correct. Because, they're not, some people don't want to come to the food pantry because it's embarrassing, or they don't want to come because they can't find us. Most of our people do walk to us. They ride the bus. We have carts available. And then we have people who drive, and that's fine. But we're here, and we want them to know we live in a wonderful community where people are so generous. Nobody should be hungry. And so come and find us, because we're there, and we want to feed you. There's a lot of things we can't do, but we can feed you.
What types of items are available at the food pantry?
So we have what I call our starter pack. And our starter pack is the food that will feed a family of 5 days worth of meals. Most of that is non-perishable. And so we have people who come in and they actually say, okay, if we want to feed breakfast, so how many breakfasts can we get out of this? All right, so how many lunches can we do this? So that they make sure that the things that are in there make meals. Then on top of that, we give out milk, usually eggs, sometimes not because they're so expensive right now, but cheese, bread. We give out meat so that, again, we can feed a family of 4 or 5 days worth of meals. Now, on top of that, we do have, we give out toilet tissue, and we have, usually we have toothbrushes, toothpaste, deodorant, shampoos. We have laundry detergent and dish soap. And most of our clients know that if they need it, just ask for it. We don't normally throw it into the bags because not everybody needs it. But these are things that we have available. We usually have diapers available. And so if there are other odd things people need, I always say ask. If we have it, you can have it. You just never know what people donate, and so sometimes we get strange things. Occasionally we get hot sauce. Well, not everybody knows that we have hot sauce, but you might just ask, hey, do you have hot sauce? And sure. So.
How do the shelves stay stocked at the food pantry?
So this is one of the great things about working at Hilltop and working in a great community. We have businesses, individuals, and churches that support us by bringing us food. So they will do food drives for us. We do get some money from the trustee to buy the milk and cheese and bread so we can have some fresh stuff. During the summer, we have the community that brings in tomatoes and zucchinis and extras from their garden. We have worked with Purdue, and they have done some experiments, and well, it was an experiment for them, till or no till, which was better. And so we ended up, they brought us all kinds of squash. It was awesome. The prison actually does, they have, I don't want to say garden wars, but they have a competition between the prisons as to who can grow the most. So they donate it to local pantries all over, and that's wonderful, some of the food that we get from them. We do get some food from the USDA, and that comes through the Northwest Indiana Food Bank. That is some of our staples. I think we got flour, and we've gotten almonds this last month. We get a lot of our vegetables through our canned vegetables and some of our canned meats through them. So we are just very blessed to have the community support us.
Yeah. When can food and other resources be picked up or dropped off at Hilton?
So if you are going to drop off food at Hilltop, right now we have someone is at the food pantry. She's there from 12 to 6, Monday through Friday, except on Thursdays. Thursdays she's there from 8 to 1. And so you can, if you want to call and say, hey, I've got a truck full of food, when can I drop it off? By all means, give us a call so we can make sure somebody is there. But usually people can come and knock on the door.
Are there any volunteer options at Hilltop's food pantry or in other areas of Hilltop's services?
So the volunteers at the childcare center, we talked about that for a minute. You've got the front desk, you got infant room, baby rockers, you got playing with the kids in the classroom or reading to them. You've got the help food prep. At the food pantry, we need volunteers that will come and they can come on Mondays when clients are there or Thursdays and kind of help prep bags, rotate food, accept donations, help carry things out to the clients' cars. And then we have just other opportunities during the week to stock the shelves and, rotate food and things that don't necessarily happen when the clients are there. And then we always love to have groups come in. There's lots of things that they can do. If we know they're coming, it depends what time and when they're coming and for what purpose. Sometimes we need to, if we're having 40 kids come, we need to say, all right, the sororities and the fraternities, thank you. Phew, right off my head. If we know they're coming, we prep for them. And so we'll probably have X amount. So we just need to figure out childcare, food pantry, both, and kind of figure out what they're going to do. When we have groups that big, they usually rotate food and clean, which is awesome. And as we get our community garden up again in the spring, prep it for ready. There's always weeds to pull. And so always opportunities. We do ask that in order to rock babies, you have to be 21. You have to be 18 to volunteer at either place. You can be there 16 with a parent. So.
All right.
Sure. I probably should say if anybody is interested in volunteering, please check out our website. There is a volunteer page, and you can just submit the email, and Miss Carla, she is our volunteer coordinator. She will get a hold of you. Nice.
So if listeners wanted to learn more about Hilltop's Neighborhood House, where could they find more information?
Oh, definitely go to our website. It is there's a page for everything. It's a really nice website. And hit the email that you want to go to, and somebody will respond to you. You can always call the center if you need to, and that is 219-477-4222.
All right. Are there any upcoming events that listeners who want to help Hilltop's mission could attend?
Yes, we got lots of cool stuff happening. And on March 1st, from 4 to 7 at the Hari Union in Valparaiso, we are having our soups dinner, and this is a wonderful place to come and visit. So soups, we have 21 soups. So you come in, tickets are $25. They've been $25, I think, from the beginning. So you come in and you go, oh my gosh, there's 21 soups. Which one shall I try? I'm going to try them all, which is okay. You can do that. So we have like little shooter cups, and you can try every single one of them, and you can go, oh, I like this one, and this one. So I really want a whole bowl of that. Got it. We got you covered. And then you can vote on which is your favorite. And yes, it is so exciting. And then we have desserts. So I'm working on, with some churches and individuals, some bakeries in town, and we're going to have all kinds of desserts, and it's going to be fabulous.
That sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, and what's going to be even funner is we are doing Greece. The theme Greece this year.
I love Greece.
Yes, isn't it? Oh, I can't wait. And I am going to have my poodle skirt on, and I'm so excited. So if you want to come, you are more than welcome to dress in the part. I'm getting a pink shirt, and I've got a black poodle skirt. But you can wear your leather jacket, and you can roll up your jeans. I know. We're just going to have fun with it.
Yeah. So all soup attenders, what day is that again?
It is March 1st, Wednesday, March 1st, from 4 to 7 at Hari Union, the ballroom. You will be there. Please come.
Yeah.
There are 2 different seatings, and so you can actually come during either one. And there's a lot of room, so it's a nice place to sit and visit with other people. The room holds 800. So, there will be a lot of people there. And what's kind of cool about this is you will have some people who come to the food pantry, and they will be having soup, and they'll be sitting next to maybe the mayor or, doctors and just people, and everybody it's a good way to say thank you to it's a way to support Hilltop and know that this is community. This is what our community looks like.
Yeah. Question 20. What's the cost to enter the fundraiser, and how can tickets be purchased? You said...
Oh, yeah. So tickets are $25. You can call Hilltop, 477-4222. You can buy tickets at the door, whichever is easier for you.
All right. And finally, is there anything else you would like to tell the listeners about Hilltop?
Yes. So I am so super excited about this. We have been very blessed through the community. People have helped us be community. And so that has given us the opportunity to purchase the building, the land next to the food pantry. So the food pantry is at 606 Union, and the new soon-to-be soup kitchen is going to be at 608 Union. So we purchased the building, or the property. We demolished the building, so it is just now vacant. It's just sitting there. We have put the down payment on the new building, so we are hoping to be up and running in October.
That's amazing.
This is fabulous. Now, we do know that St. Teresa's is another soup kitchen in Valpo, and we will not compete with them. They are awesome. They do wonderful work, and we're not stepping on their toes. We're just going to be able to feed people more often. So we're going to be open at this point. The goal is to be open 3 days a week to come and have a hot meal. And that's going to open up more volunteer opportunities because we're going to need people to come and serve and actually just sit down and visit with people who come.
That's great.
Yes, I'm super excited because, as I said earlier, I'm going to give up the director of finance to do the soup kitchen, to run the soup kitchen and the food pantry.
That's great.
It is such a blessing, and I am so looking forward to being able to let other people know that they're loved and valued by making sure that they have a warm meal, and not only so that they can get their food inside their stomachs, but it's also mental, so that they know that they have a place to know that they're loved and valued, and people appreciate them and want to get to know them. And so this is going to be a wonderful opportunity.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So my guest this week was Lisa Pavlopoulos from Hilltop Neighborhood House. Thank you again for being here, Lisa.
Well, thank you for having me. This has been very fun, and I'm super excited. And as we get more information as far as the soup kitchen is up and running and when it is, I will, let you know, and maybe you can do another shout out.
Oh my gosh,
or maybe have some of your friends come over and we'll find something for you to do.
Yeah, that'd be great. We'd love to have a follow-up interview.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This has been WDSO's news staff Max Good for the Porter County Perspective.